Estate planning is not just a legal process. It's a declaration of your life's legacy. It's about ensuring that your hard-earned assets, whether it is a vast estate or a humble savings account, are distributed according to your wishes. Regardless of your age or wealth status, failing to plan is planning to leave your loved ones in a sea of uncertainty and potential conflict.
Just talk a little bit about why young adults who maybe think they're too young to start estate planning, why they should actually start considering it.
It's never too early to start thinking about your estate planning. Estate planning is about being prepared. There's other elements of estate planning, such as appointing an enduring guardian, someone to manage your lifestyle and health decisions if you get injured in an accident and lose mental capacity. It's about planning for your financial circumstances and appointing an enduring power of attorney where, again, if you are in an accident and lose mental capacity, then someone will be able to look after your financial affairs.
How does different life events affect your estate plan?
Estate plan is something that's fluid. It's not just set in stone. You always need to consider it and update it when time comes, right? Or when circumstances change. An important circumstance is marriage. People don't realize that when you get married, any previous wills that you've made, even one that you made a few days ago, will be declared invalid. So what that means is that you will be dying intestate and the rules of intestacy will apply, in which case any gifts that you previously made to family members, to charities, will no longer be applicable. So it's important that it's that stage to sit down and prepare a new will.
As your family grows, you've now had a child, you maybe buy a house, your assets are now growing. How does that then affect your estate plan? Do you have to relook at it? What's the process there?
So as your financial position grows and as your assets grow, then there's further complexities. For example, you may now have a holiday house, you have a family business, you have a self-managed super fund. And so you have to consider all of these different aspects and how you want to deal with this in your estate planning. For example, when it comes to business succession planning, you may want to leave a business to one child. You may want to leave the holiday house to someone else, right? So that is a really good time and opportunity for you to consider your circumstances and prepare or update your will.
We've spoken a little bit about the importance of an estate plan, but I guess just to kind of really hone in that importance, can you maybe just talk a little bit about the consequences of not having an estate plan?
There are significant and severe consequences if you don't make sufficient plans. For example, your assets won't be distributed in accordance to your wishes. Your loved ones may not receive the benefit of some of your estate. And it's not just about updating will, but it's also about other documents, other instruments, which are enduring power of attorney and enduring guardianship. And so I'll give you an example where a couple has neglected to update their will and the consequences of it. So there was an older couple. They had their will, but they didn't finalize their power of attorney or their appointment of a guardian. And now, unfortunately, the husband has gone through a severe bout of cancer. It's very aggressive and has left him now with potential mental incapacity. And so now he's not able to update those instruments. He wasn't able to set out his instructions, and now family members are trying to work out on what to do.
How regularly would you suggest that you are updating your estate plan? We've discussed that it's not a static document, so is there a specific timeline or specific amount of times that you should be updating your estate plan?
Very good question. It should be updated as often as you think it should be. There isn't a specific rule, but every few years you should consider it, especially if there are significant life events. For example, if someone's getting married, someone's going through a divorce, or you have children.
What immediate steps would you advise them to take?
The immediate steps are to talk to advisors. So important advisors in your estate planning journey are financial planners, accountants, and lawyers. The financial planner will help you work out your current asset position, what retirement looks like, and also what happens if you pass away. How will your family and loved ones survive? And by looking at that, then they can consider things like insurance policies, etc., to take out. And once you have that sorted, then it's important to sit down and go through your actual will and to make sure you leave those assets, whether it's proceeds from your super funds, whether it's proceeds from insurance, your family home, make sure they're left to your loved ones as you intended. A lawyer will take time to sit down with you, to go through with you your family background, your history, what's important to you, your asset position, and they will help you and work with you to develop a comprehensive plan, which will then be reflected in your will. It's very important to not delay this and meet with your lawyer to go through this. So then once you've prepared a will, then your wishes will be looked after, and then you have that peace of mind. It's always better to start with a simple plan than not having a plan at all. And that's the same with having just a will first to go through and to make sure we set out your wishes, which you can always update in the future.